What's up guys, it's me, Faith the Moliminous, and welcome to another episode. But welcome to NewzPop, where I detail all the news that happened in the fandom at large, so you don't have to go swimming through a pile of shitposts to find that one golden nugget. Today we had some interesting stuff, both this week in general and today, or kind of yesterday I guess. We had episode 10 of MLP come out, which was the princess episode, and my god, did a lot of fanfics get validated. A lot of people have always done the whole, evil Celestia trope thing with, heck, I've had a couple videos about that. In fact, I think one of them is now my most viewed video on the Moliminous channel. It's like something like 3-point-something million views. And they finally validated us by actually giving us Daybreaker. That's pretty cool. That's pretty lit, fam, as the kids would say. It's like spinning 3 fidget spinners at once. Dabs. But we also got Movie Magic, which I mistakenly put up on Moliminous Theater as Mirror Magic. So just sue me. I mean, their titles are so similar, I didn't even realize there was a Movie Magic. But we did get a small little sample of what Movie Magic would be like in the Spanish dub of it. I don't know why every other country besides America, or some sort of English-speaking country, is getting all these previews and things like that. But I have to imagine that America and English-speaking countries are their biggest, profit regions. Well, why are you keeping us in the dark? Come on, Hasbro. What are you doing? Not being very much of a bro now, are ya? And I do want to make a correction. It does turn out that Dance Magic was in fact on the Legends of Everfree track, or Friendship Games, one of those. I have no idea why. When I kept on looking to see if people were telling the truth, I was going back to Rainbow Rocks' soundtrack because that's the only one that I really care about. And I guess I was just doing it subconsciously and I didn't even realize. So yes, Dance Magic is an old song, in fact. Speaking of Dance Magic and Movie Magic, we also do have some extended synopsis stuff for those 3 little shorts that are coming out later this year for the Equestria Girls little specials that we're getting here. So, Dance Magic goes as follows. With the Camp Everfree fundraising deadline looming, the Equestria Girls realize they need a new plan to raise more money and are ready to try new things. Rarity finds out about a music video competition with a huge cash prize, and she's eager to convince her friends at Canterlot High to enter the contest. However, the girls soon learn that the Crystal Prep Academy is also interested in participating in the contest. The students at CPA have many more resources and are better dancers. The girls learn that sometimes coming together instead of competing is the best plan of all. You guys probably noticed all those jump cuts in there. That's because I can't read, and it's 7 a.m. and I never get up before noon. This is torture for me. I'm literally Luna from episode 10 in the morning. Kill me now. Dance Magic doesn't really matter as much. The synopsis for that one is out in full in Polish with some cute little colored subtitles by one of you Anons out there. I'm pretty sure these subtitles are pretty accurate. They seem in line with what MLP does, and so I would go ahead and say, if you guys really can't hold your horses, that was a pun. The show is about talking colorful magical horses. You get it? Then you guys can go ahead and search on Daily Motion and get it from Anon. The next one is Movie Magic. I'll try not to be illiterate for this one. I'll try not to be Keemstar. The Equestria Girls have been specially invited by AK Yearling to go on a set of the upcoming Daring Do movie, and they are overjoyed. For superfan Rainbow Dash, watching behind the scenes as their favorite heroine, wow, I didn't know Rainbow Dash was a drug addict, comes to life, is a dream come true. However, when a rare and important prop from the set goes missing, putting the movie on hold, Rainbow Dash's dreams become a nightmare. The Equestria Girls take it upon themselves to track down the missing prop and end up trotting into a real-life Daring Do adventure. Okay, so they literally do just rehash the bona fide version, but this time they're humans and they're teenage girls, so it's even more like one of those Chinese cartoons. This one should be interesting, lads. I believe this is the one that we just sold the Spanish preview for. So we do see that apparently there's some power pony action in here. There's some there's some maniac action going on here, so I'm sure we'll have some nice little bondage hair tentacle scenes. as every good Chinese cartoon should. And that should be fun. And last but not least, because it's the best, you know, it can't be least if it's literally the best, is mirror magic. As the pages in her journal run out, there's only one thing for Sunset Shimmer to do: return to Equestria as a pony to get a new journal. There she meets new pony Starlight Glimmer and agrees to bring her back through the mirror portal to experience life as a human girl at Canterlot High. However, while Sunset Shimmer is away, a revenge-seeking Juniper Montage finds a beautiful hand mirror enchanted with equestrian magic. Not only can it provide a window into another land, but if you push the right button, it can also make things disappear into limbo. Trapped between the two realms, Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer return to find the main six missing and Juniper Montage acting extremely suspicious. Will Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer save the girls, or are the main six lost in limbo for good? Obviously they're not, because we couldn't make money with them if they died. Though technically they should die in like less than 2 seconds, because limbo shouldn't have oxygen, you know? The space between dimensions should be a void, and therefore they should like just kind of die. But I guess it's a kid's show, so they're not gonna do that. Now for something I haven't done in a while. What am I reading this week? And this week there have actually been a lot of shows that I've been watching and a lot of stories that I've been reading, so I want to do both. Let's start with reading, because you guys need to do that more. If you guys just go to FimFiction's trending page, you'll pretty much find everything that I've been reading, but there have been some stories that have came out of a hiatus that I really enjoy. First one is the attempted assassination of Twilight Sparkle, which is Twilight is assassinated repeatedly. If only any pony knew what being immortal really meant. I guess it's really covering that whole is Twilight Sparkle immortal thing, you know. Morbid curiosity, one that has to do with Anon in Equestria. So if you hate Anon in Equestria stories, God, they're so awful. Why can't /MOP keep their trash on their trashy little website? Keep it off of FemFiction. Then I guess not the story for you, but it has to do with Anon dying in Equestria. So maybe you like that. Maybe you enjoy that, but it is a comedy, so it's not serious, and it's not nearly as morbid as a lot of you probably wish it was. Then we have a story that's actually came out of retirement, which is Looking Glass, which was MIA for a couple months, I believe. But that one is dealing with Sunset Shimmer when she first gets to Equestria as a little kid. And it takes a new spin on that one, a new darker spin on it. And it's really well written. I really recommend that one as well. So if you guys haven't, go ahead and check those stories out. Shows that I've been watching? Well, recently I just finished ReZero, which is pretty much the speed running version of anime. In that he keeps on repeatedly dying, but he keeps on going back to a save point with all his memories intact, and he can find the best possible solutions to problems and stuff, which is really cool. And then I finally got around to watching Boku no Hero Academy. God, look at me, I'm bilingual. And that one is pretty much just a hero anime. You know, kids keep on finding superpowers, so pretty much like Yu-Gi-Oh! They decided to make a school all about having superpowers. But that one is really fun. I haven't been watching any American cartoons, sadly, that are new, but I have started watching back Steven Universe, and I have been continuing watching Starverses, so there's that. As always, guys, I've been Faith and Moliminous. I love your faces, so I hope you at least like my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Woo!